Hello again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Jupiter conjunct Neptune in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects of a natal chart. They were a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Jupiter conjunct Neptune in a natal chart, one way it may manifest is that there may be a tremendous amount of enthusiasm and exuberance, which is Jupiter, to attain dreams and fantasies, which is Neptune. Now, let's say if you have Neptune in Scorpio as an example, your dreams and fantasies may be tied in. It could be with locksmithing, psychology, or the occult, which includes astrology. It could be doing something with forensics or investigation, um, something with embalming, working as a coroner or a surgeon, as some examples. And also, too, Jupiter conjunct Neptune in a natal chart may also manifest in having tremendous amount of inspiration, which is Neptune, in expanding horizons, which is Jupiter. Now, let's say, for example, if you have, Jupiter in Aquarius, there may be a lot of inspiration in terms of expanding horizons that are connected with. It could be humanitarian or altruistic endeavors, astrology, astronomy, computers, electronics, innovation, new technology, aviation, or meteorology as some examples. Now, at the same time, you might also be overly unrealistic, which is Neptune, in those matters in terms of expanding horizons. Because keep in mind that conjunctions in astrology are neutral. They could have good and bad qualities connected with them. So, also to higher education, which is Jupiter, and your ideals, which is Neptune, may be strongly integrated. The thing is, higher education. Let's say, Neptune is in Capricorn. The ideals may be tied in with attaining greater social status, stature in life. Some examples, and really, and it's also too that if you have this aspect, Jupiter conjunct Neptune in a natal chart, you may also be like really extremely optimistic and exuberant, which is Jupiter, in matters pertaining to the attainment of dreams, which is Neptune. Now, if Neptune, say, is in Sagittarius as an example, those dreams may be very large and prodigious, but they may also be tied in with higher education, religion, philosophy, publishing, advertising. Could be commercial work, doing something with the sports or the outdoors, as some examples. And also, too, in-laws and foreigners, which is Jupiter, maybe, dreamy, idealistic, inspirational, compassionate, and forgiving, but may also be deceptive and duplicitous, which is Neptune. The thing is, let's say, for example, let's say if Jupiter is in Scorpio, in-laws and foreigners, one or more may actually be a Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are surreptitious, incisive, probing, resourceful, resilient. It could also be people that are manipulative, vengeful, and vindictive, as an example. And also, too, if you have Jupiter conjunct Neptune in a natal chart, another way it may manifest and pan out is that it could really be fortuitous, very lucky and fortunate, which is Jupiter, for Neptune-related things, and that covers a number of wide divergence of things, whether it could be something with spirituality, poetry, dancing, photography, anesthesiology, the metaphysical, which includes astrology, as some examples. And the thing about at the same time, keep in mind that Jupiter conjunct Neptune in the natal chart may also be expressed as in the enlargement of Jupiter activities, or the enlargement, I should say, which is Jupiter, of activities that are Neptune related. And it could be, whether it's sacrificing or doing things for the less fortunate, or the other aforementioned things that I stated before that are connected with Neptune, because Jupiter can enlarge and expand. I've spoken about this in previous videos, that Jupiter can be very paradoxical. I mean, it's strongly benign and benevolent, but it could also have that tendency to enlarge and expand things as well. Also, too, speaking of enlargement, the aspect may enlarge, which is Jupiter, again, issues that are connected with the, could be connected with the feet, the toes, pineal gland, lymphatic, or immune system, which is Neptune. Now, let's say it's a conjunction, going back to Scorpio as an example. Those issues may be, deeper, or they may require like more deeper imaging, like MRI or X-ray imaging. If the conjunction is in Capricorn, it may be more attributed to older age, or more bone, something more bone related. In some instances, Aquarius may be more, sporadic, erratic, intermittent. It may be more nerve related, as some examples. Now, also, too, Jupiter conjunct Neptune in a natal chart may also be expressed in the dissolving, dissipation, weakness, which is Neptune, associated with the thighs, the hips, liver, or pancreas, which is, Jupiter. And, again, going to Capricorn, as an example, if the conjunction is in Capricorn, it may be more, tied in, with older age. Again, something could be more bone related. It may be more, consistent, more enduring. Neptune, Aquarius, again, may be more, sporadic, intermittent, erratic, nerve related, as an example. Also, too, Jupiter conjunct Neptune in the natal chart may also be expressed in where the hidden adversaries, which is Neptune, may be associated, people associated with sports, religion, philosophy, higher education, publishing, or foreign travel. And let's say, for example, if the if Neptune, say, is in Capricorn, hidden adversaries, one or more, may actually be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are very structured, disciplined, consistent, regimented. It could be people that are very, serious, responsible, ambitious, have good powers of concentration, but, maybe overly, negative or pessimistic or melancholy as well. Now, another thing about Jupiter conjunct Neptune in the natal chart could also be, about, as far as how it may manifest in the natal chart, is that foreign travel, which is Jupiter, may often, be by boat, sea, or, places, that you fantasized about. If the conjunction is in Aquarius, as an example, you may could take, a number of long-distance journeys by sea or boat, to very unusual places, or long-distance journeys may be more spontaneous and unpredictable. Also, too, I would say Jupiter conjunct Neptune in the natal chart may also be expressed in maybe an interest in terms of, publishing, things that are, Neptune related, whether it's something connected with fishing or boating, physical, which includes astrology or poetry, dancing, photography. It could be simply fantasy, or fiction, novels. Also, too, in Jupiter being connected with, one's connected with philosophy and your belief. Jupiter conjunct Neptune, I would say, can be about, whether there may be some confusion in one's belief or philosophies, or, philosophy, the person has maybe tied into, a lot of being altruistic and forgiving, compassionate, helping those less fortunate than oneself, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.